It's time to do our civic duty, Sylvia. It's a good thing you're wearing gloves. Nothing can withstand the caustic saliva of the mustachioed lizard, including nasty little microbes.
Does that also include this bucket? Because I think it's starting to smoke.
Whoops! We'd better hurry and hit as many spots as we can. Phew! It feels so good to do something normal. Well, normal for me. The hunt for a legendary weapon has been eventful, but exhausting.
What's the latest?
I've been keeping an ear out for rumors, and I finally heard a promising one about a masterwork sword hidden in the heart of the forest. I tried to get a party together, but my guildmates are super wary of that part of the forest on account of the endless eerie fog. So, I spent hours wandering around alone in the mist. I'm sure I was walking in circles at one point, but I didn't give up. I have the blisters to prove it!
Did you ever find the sword?
Yeah, but it was totally rusted. I guess if you're ever looking to stash a blade away for a generation or two, you shouldn't leave it in a damp, mist-shrouded forest. At least I got my steps for the day.
That's looking on the bright side, as usual.
Hey, I'm not gonna mope. I've got plenty of other leads to follow. But, to be honest, I hope I get my hands on something soon. I'm starting to have visions of myself as a washed-up wannabe. If I'm not careful, I could end up like the very first hero I ever met.
You're definitely not a wannabe. I get the impression you're doing a great job.
Thanks, but let's be real. I can always do better. That's what my quest is all about. Gaining the power to level up. Then again, they say power corrupts. What if I get my hands on a powerful weapon and it changes me? What if I go all Darkment, destroyer of worlds?
It could never happen. You're too good to go bad.
Isn't it dangerous to think that way, though? Anybody can make a bad choice sometimes. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
So you'll keep looking for a weapon?
Yeah, I'm no quitter. And sometimes it's not until your back's against the wall that you see what you're really capable of. That's when you break out the Blitz. You know what I mean?
You know I do.
Good. I'll keep you posted on my quest. And don't worry. I'm sure I'll have good news soon.
Thank you for accompanying me on this little adventure, Sylvia.
Sure. Although, I'm not sure how much adventure we'll find in the marketplace.
Don't you know? Adventure can be found anywhere. For that matter, so can loot. And I have a feeling Raftus Marketplace is a treasure trove just waiting to be discovered. I realize a shopping day is probably old hat to you, but it's something I've rarely had a chance to experience.
Do you have a shopping list?
There are a few specific sundries we need for the guild hall, but mostly I want to walk around and see what catches my eye. Only there's a catch. I'm on a budget! Isn't it thrilling?
Now that I can relate to. I know a thing or two about living on a budget.
Ah, what luck! Please feel free to offer constructive feedback along the way. Oh, what's that over there? This looks intriguing. Instant coffee. Huh, how convenient. Interesting. It's sort of, gritty on my tongue. I never thought of coffee having mouthfeel before. Wow! I have to have it. Look at that! 4-in-1 soap, Sylvia! A single elixir that functions as shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and toothpaste! It does it all!
But it doesn't do any of it well. Trust me, you're better off not cutting corners with toiletries.
Oh, boo. You're only sorry you didn't think of it first. I know I am. I have to imagine this will bring good cheer to the guild hall. A minty, fresh morale boost! But that will be my final purchase of the day. I am out of cash. Despite my judicious use of those paper leaflets I got in the mail, coupons, was it? I was impressed by those. So impressed, in fact, I had one made up just for you.
Hey, I can definitely use this.
I hope you will, Sylvia. Come and see me at the guild hall soon. Assuming I can make my way back there while weighed down with all my purchases.
Did I forget to look up again?
Well, if it isn't the champion of rafta.
Roxanne? What are you doing here? Take the owl, not me.
I have to say, winning that competition doesn't seem to have turned things around much. If this is the state of things after a victory, one has to wonder what rock bottom would look like.
Are you serious right now with the insults? How many times do I have to beat you before you finally lose the ego?
You think keeping my chin up in the face of adversity is a flaw? Darling, it's my greatest strength. Well, second greatest. And so you know, I've lost more than you realize. Letting my mask drop felt exhilarating in the moment, but I'm paying the price for it now. Therefore, after great deliberation, I've decided to take you up on your offer.
My offer?
Of help, yes.
Oh, right. You want like a discount or...
What I need, for the time being, is a place to stay. And I noticed your basement is going unused.
I have a basement?
Oh, didn't you know? There's a trapdoor beneath the rug over there. You must have noticed the creaky, uneven floorboards.
I chalked it up to shoddy workmanship. That didn't feel like much of a stretch. Psst, Owl, you didn't think to mention that we have a basement?
Your uncle was expanding, but the workers quit when they struck lava. So it isn't finished. Also, as mentioned, there's lava. And anyway, I've had other things on my mind.
I can't believe it. A whole basement. And to think, I've been sleeping on an old chair.
I doubt the space would serve you as a bedroom. It's gloomy down there and quite hot. Not very comfortable for humans, but it suits me perfectly.
Forget it. Owl is one roommate too many.
Sincere apologies, but it's a done deal. I moved my things in overnight. You're quite a heavy sleeper, you know. But I'll make it worthwhile for you. I know you've been trolling town for haggling tips. Have you tried a bit of sleight of hand? It's all about drawing the eye to what you want them to see.
I'll admit, that's not a bad technique.
I'll be putting it to use soon. I've no time to lick my wounds, and no desire to dwell on my defeat. My potions racket may have gone belly up, but I've got a new venture. One that will make use of my honest talents.
Which talents? Veiled threats and insults?
Those I give away for free. I meant enchanting, actually. It's the process of using magic to confound and delight the senses. With my abilities, even a drab, everyday potion can be elevated into something extraordinary. I can make it taste sweeter, sound better, look more enticing. You can see how that might come in handy, hmm?
Yeah, that could be the edge I need.
Come down and see me sometime, and I'll show you what I've got.
That's all of them, for now.
Thank you for having me over, Sylvia. I appreciate the offer of tea and the opportunity to spend some quality time in your abode.
Sorry, it's sort of a mess.
Hey, I live outdoors, remember? It takes more than a bit of clutter to scare me off. Although, now that I take a closer look, this place doesn't appear entirely sound, structurally speaking. You should be okay for a little while, though, assuming there's not an earthquake or a stiff breeze.
I knew this place would be the death of me. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, no good comes from that sort of thinking. Besides, there's nothing wrong with this shop that can't be fixed with some elbow grease. I could help you out a bit while I'm here. How about I take care of that leaky roof for you?
You don't have to do that.
I know I don't have to, but I'd like to. And it would be rude to deny a guest, don't you think? Now, hold my tea. All done. It's just a patch job, but it should hold for maybe a decade or two.
You're seriously impressive, Saffron. How did you get to be so good at this stuff?
It was out of necessity. When I was younger, I spent a good amount of time on a sailing vessel. Things would break, they'd need fixing. Silky was the alpha of our little group. As the strongest, he acted like the role of handy person was his by right. But he was all thumbs, and he often forgot his own strength. He'd break two things while fixing one. I learned a lot by watching him, though. And when I showed him what a bit of finesse could do, he stepped aside and left the repair work to me.
Life on a ship must have been exciting.
I loved having the freedom to travel, to see the world. It was easily my favorite thing about being a hero.
Wait, you were a hero? Did I know that? I don't think I knew that.
Well, now you do. Does it change your opinion of me?
Not at all. It's just that you haven't talked much about your past.
That isn't purposeful. I don't consider myself a secretive person. I'm not actively hiding anything. I'm simply more interested in what's in front of me than what's behind.
There must be a story there, though.
Not really. Being a hero just didn't suit me. I'm much happier now, having left all that in the past. And I still help people in my own way. In fact, it isn't flashy, but I've got a coupon here just for you.
Wow! You're a hero in my book.
Happy to do it. Now, how about brewing a fresh pot? I've just noticed an uneven shelf and a warped baseboard, and you know me. I can't stand idly by when there are improvements to be made.
As you can see, I've hit the ground running with my new enterprise. But cash flow is still a minor issue. Care to help me box up a few things for the pawn shop? Unless you'd rather just stand there and gawk.
Wait a minute. Is this my uncle's stuff you're planning to sell?
Whatever gave you that idea?
This broom polo trophy for most combative player has my uncle's name right on it.
Well, now I see where you got your argumentative streak.
Oh, whatever. It's not like I was using any of this. And I don't want to be tripping over Oswald's old junk any more than you do.
I could certainly use a bit more elbow room down here. And yet, I shouldn't like to get too comfortable. It's more than a little embarrassing, you know, running a business out of someone else's basement.
People are less judgmental than you think. Maybe if you gave them a chance.
Spoken like someone who's never been pelted with rotten fruits or chased with a pitchfork. People are animals, Sylvia, and they sniff out every weakness. Don't ever believe otherwise. Not that I'd admit that to just anyone. I can bite my tongue when I'm playing the humble shopkeep. After all, The key to a successful sale often comes down to making your customer feel welcome, wanted. Butter them up with a bit of flattery and they'll open their wallets. Believe me.
Yeah, I can do that. Although, it's a little bit manipulative, isn't it?
Ah, you're catching on. Who says you can't teach an old slob new tricks?
No one. Literally no one says that.
Regardless, I think you'll agree that such pearls of wisdom are worth a few square feet of basement. Not to mention the access you now have to enchantments. I'm quite skilled at the craft. And I assure you, this time around, the services I'm offering are legitimate.
I don't doubt your skill with enchantments. In fact, I think I've figured something out. Enchanting must be how you fooled people into believing your potions worked.
Clever girl. My potions were little more than water and dyes, but the bottles they came in, oh, that's where the real magic was all along. So just imagine the results you could get combining my skills with your own. Go on, imagine it. I'll wait.
We'll see how it goes. Enchantments could give me an advantage out there.
And take it from me, anything that gives you an edge is worth pursuing. It occurs to me that despite my better judgment for the time being, we're in this together. As long as I'm operating out of your basement, I will benefit from your success, and vice versa. So let's put all the nastiness away and try to get along, shall we?
Yeah, I was never really all that nasty though, was I?
Dear thing, if this arrangement is to have any chance of working, you really must stop setting up such tantalizing put-downs.
I can see it in your eyes, Sylvia. You wish to know if I have made progress. You wish to know if the great work nears completion! Sadly, the answer is no. Your dear Muktuk is in a rut.
What's the problem? Maybe I can help.
That is good of you, but my difficulty, it is metaphysical in nature. At this stage in my pilgrimage, the ancestors should bellow, filling my muscles with resolute purpose. Instead, they whisper, they gesture, and I find myself unsure how to proceed.
You could seek inspiration elsewhere. It would be faster than waiting around.
Sylvia, what you suggest, it borders on sacrilege. And yet, what is art without transgression? Perhaps the ancestors are quiet because they wish for me to turn my attention outward. It is decided. A change of scenery is called for. A quest for inspiration. Let us away! And here we are, in the bosom of nature's beauty! See there, cradled gently between the branches. A bird's nest is a marvelous thing. It serves a purpose, a crucial one. That purpose informs everything about its construction, from the materials used to its very shape. Yet, there is room for flourish, for creative expression. See how no two nests are precisely alike. See the subtle variations employed. In that protean gap between form and function, purpose and playfulness. That is where we see art.
I went to meet the bird who used tinsel in her nest. Very festive.
Quite so. A daring choice. I find I like this forest biome, Sylvia. We do not have them where I am from.
Really? No trees?
Oh, we have trees, but they are solitary, barren things. The harsh, wintry climate of my homeland does not allow for such verdancy.
Oh, no wonder you like the forge. It's one way to chase away a chill.
And what sweet music it makes! But this is why we travel, why we leave the safety of home, to see things we would otherwise not dream possible. For even the wildest of imaginations is limited by our context and our experiences. The broader your horizons, the bolder your imaginings become.
It can get lonely, though. Being an outsider. Being so far away from home.
I know well of what you speak, for even in a land of immigrants, Muktuk is a curiosity. But this is why, as I have said before, we must know our own worth. Where others might falter, we, as working artisans determined to leave our mark on a strange land, must put our best selves forward. And if, in our heart of hearts, we hold some doubt, we do not show it. Instead, we show confidence and unshakable bravado!
Fake it till you make it, right? But hey, how are you feeling about your project? You seem super inspired by that nest.
A wondrous sight it was! Yet, in truth, I think it could have been better. The execution was interesting, but there was something deeply derivative in the conception.
Harsh, but fair.
Alas, it is ever so. Other artists with their own flaws and foibles can only ever offer so much. Still, my mood is improved. I am happy to have spent this time in nature. And, most assuredly, to have spent it with you.
Now, where did I put that dustpan?
Hey, sorry to barge in like this. Can I hang out in here for a minute? I'm trying to give somebody the slip.
Yeah, of course. I'll put up my clothes sign and lock the door behind you.
That's good of you.
Are you in some kind of trouble? Should I call the guard?
It's nothing serious, just some guy with a camera. And no respect for a person's privacy. But hey, this is a cool shop. I dig the whole vibe.
Thanks. I'm Sylvia, and this is my place.
Right on, Sylvia. I've always been so impressed by potion makers. That's a skill I just don't have.
I'm guessing you're some kind of performer? You've got the look.
Guessed it in one. Yeah, I'm a bard. I've been playing at the Heroes Guild. It's the most fun I've had in ages. Demanding work, though. Heroes get rowdy between quests. Between that and staying one step ahead of nosy journalists, I'm practically asleep on my feet.
Well, you're welcome to rest here as long as you need.
I appreciate that. Seriously. But it looks like the coast is clear out there. And I've got to get back to the guild hall before Baptiste takes to the stage with his amateur ventriloquism routine. Thanks for letting me hide out. That was cool of you, Sylvia. I hope I'll see you around.
She was nice. And clearly juggling too much. I can relate. I bet a mana potion would be just the pick-me-up she needs. I should really learn that automated broom and mop spell.
Sylvia, hi! I'm Luna. It is a real pleasure to meet you.
That's the warmest welcome I've had in a long time.
It's no less than you deserve. I mean, I saw you at the competition. The whole town did. Cool under pressure, knowledgeable and confident. I'm talking about you, FYI. But, are you ready to seize the opportunities that your victory is bringing your way?
I'm sensing a sales pitch.
Ooh, intuitive too. You are the full package, Sylvia. I promise I won't keep you long. I'm here in my capacity as founder and sole proprietor of Rafta's newest, best, and boldest marketing agency. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I even need marketing, Luna? I'm killing it without resorting to your absurd tricks, Luna. Shut up about marketing and take a day off before you crash and burn, Luna! Well, I'm biased, I know, but I still think marketing is the right choice for your business. Rafta's economy is in constant flux. It's total chaos. At least, it appears to be. But getting the right message out there at the right time, TLDR, it gives you an advantage. And I would like to humbly suggest that you enjoy having one of those.
Sounds a bit like cheating. Like a pay-to-win situation?
Is it cheating to set up a nice window display? This is the same idea, on a larger scale.
Well, you certainly make a compelling pitch.
Aw, thanks. Anyone who's selling anything should refine their elevator pitch, you know? Start strong and the sky's the limit.
I can see the wisdom in that.
I know, right? So listen, come by my office soon. We'll take chaos in our hands, and we'll squeeze it and smother it and crush it, Sylvia. We'll crush it. It'll be fun, I promise.
That's all of them, for now.
Business is booming, Sylvia. So much so that this little supply run has proven necessary. I'm perilously low on gemstones, so keep an eye out for all that glitters. There, success! I should have everything I need. He even threw in a free pair of earrings. I'll have to remove the casing, but the stones will be of use.
How did you do that? He warmed up faster than ramen on a fire rune.
I only turned on the charm a little, batted my lashes, laughed at his jokes. It works every time, whether you're buying or selling.
Okay, I'm not above trying that. And hey, speaking of flattery, I gotta say, I'm impressed. You're doing good work, Roxanne. Glad it's paying off.
Yes, I've made strides in a short time. And to think, I've done it all on my own.
And with such humility, you're not a braggart or anything.
Humility is for those who don't know their worth. I won't insult you by pretending to undervalue myself.
Fair enough. So, what's next for you? You gotta seize on your momentum, right? Have you thought about advertising?
Oh no, I'm afraid that would be a grave mistake. This little operation of mine isn't entirely legal, after all.
Wait, what? Roxanne, you told me you were going legit.
I told you I was making use of my legitimate talents, and that's true. But this town and all its rules, it's positively tedious to do anything by the book. It's no wonder I became a con artist. And you know, I've run some pretty marvelous rackets over the years.
How exactly are you breaking the law?
Such a stickler. Honestly, I'm barely doing anything wrong this time. However, to operate a business in this town, you're required to secure a business license.
I know all about it. It's not really such a hassle.
Easy for you to say. You were able to take the shortcut. Anyone with a degree from an accredited college is automatically issued a license to operate a business here. It's all part of some initiative to attract so-called talented people to Rafta. Everyone knows you recently obtained your degree. You tend to bring it up every 5 minutes.
I'm not sure that's true.
Whereas I never had that particular opportunity.
All right, so the shortcut isn't an option for you. What's the normal procedure like?
Well, I'd have to pay a fee, submit some paperwork, and pass an exam of some sort.
Is that all? That doesn't sound so bad.
Are you certain? It all sounds perfectly tedious to me. Anyway, what's the point? If I get caught cutting corners, I'll just move on to the next racket.
You can't be on the move forever. Eventually, you'll want to call someplace home. If enchanting is already making you money, maybe this is the moment.
You have a point. It's one thing to quit when the going gets tough. But why quit when I'm ahead? All right, I'll do it. I'll get my license. And I'll look good doing it.
I should probably warn you, nobody looks good in their license photo.
Nonsense. The trick is to elongate your neck, smile with your eyes, and threaten the photographer with bodily harm.
Tell me more about yourself. I'm curious.
Oh, sure. I have a copy of my CV that you can take with you. It lists everything. Degrees, internships. It basically starts in kindergarten and keeps going.
I don't mean your credentials. I'm curious about you as a person.
Wow, that's a tough one. I mean, where do I even start? You stumped me, Sylvia.
Well, are you new to town?
Oh, yes. I've only been here a few months. I'd been working for a big marketing firm on the mainland, and I was really good at it. But I wanted to branch out and do my own thing. Spread my wings a little, you know? And there's no better place for that than Rafta. I don't have to tell you that, though, do I? We're both here to find success on our own terms. I confess, I know quite a bit about you. I do my homework on potential clients, you see.
Learn anything interesting? Oh, did you figure out where I left my sandwich store punch card?
No. But feel free to keep me posted on that. I'm rooting for ya. I only did some light digging. It's good business sense to know who I'm going to be working with. But more than that, I think of marketing at its best as a tool for elevating worthy people and ideas. You might not be the most lucrative or stable client I could pursue,
Hard to argue with that.
but you have so much potential for success, Sylvia. You've got skill and ambition, and from what I can tell, you like what you do. If I can help give you a boost towards success, then I feel like I'm using my own talents for good, and maybe even having a positive impact on your life.
That's refreshingly big-hearted.
Oh, don't be fooled. I can be a total mercenary when I need to be. But I'll work hard for you, Sylvia, if you'll let me. I'll even give you more pointers in case they're helpful. For instance, as young business owners, we have stressful lives. But keep in mind, stress doesn't have to be a bad thing. You don't have to let the anxiety of the job sweep you away. You can lean into it and ride it like a wave instead.
A positive spin on stress? I like that.
Helping people see things in a new light is all a part of the job. And I'm good at what I do. I mean, just look at that CV, Sylvia. It's a thing of beauty.
Want to get out of here? Let's do something.
I don't know. It seems like every time you suggest an outing, I end up fleeing for my life.
You're obviously good at fleeing. Seeing as you're still alive and all.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm probably safer with you than I am anywhere else.
Oh, yeah? How do you figure?
You rely on my business. There's no way you'd risk taking such a big financial hit.
You've got me figured out. And if you know me so well, you know I'll get you to accept my invitation eventually. I can already see you're interested in hanging out, and I'm an expert when it comes to compounding interest.
It's true. You know your stuff. Now I know it too.
Great, awesome. So, can we go now? Come on, stop dragging your broom. See, this isn't terrible.
Just you and me.
And a bunch of monsters waiting in the wings. Alright, I'm just gonna say this. Every time I have one of my visions lately, it's the same thing over and over. I keep seeing you, Sylvia. Just your dumb face. I mean dumb in a nice way. Ugh.
What are you saying, Quinn? What does that mean? Oh no. Am I going to die? I'm dying, aren't I?
It means you've wormed your way into my cold little heart, Sylvia. It means, and I can't believe I'm saying this, you're like my friend, or whatever. Wow, sounds ridiculous out loud.
It's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. It sort of suits you.
How dare you?
Okay, I won't press my luck, other than to say this. The truth is, I'm glad we're friends, Quinn. And I'm glad you said it out loud, even if it's just this once.
You're a weird kid, Sylvia. And that's about as high a compliment as I can give.
I'll take it.
Right. Cool. Anyway, I guess it's time to get back to work. But it's nice out here, or whatever. I guess we could hang out a little longer, if you want.
I wonder what rich people do at night. The answer's probably not sweeping.
Have you heard what people are saying about Corsac?
That he's recognized my superiority and wants to drop out of the competition?
Not quite. They're saying he single-handedly wrestled a sandworm into submission, then surgically removed its vestigial heart before releasing it back into the wild.
Wow.
There's more. The next day, he stalked a cyclopean hare back to its burrow, where he sung it into a sleep so deep he was able to remove 3 cavity-ridden teeth while it slept. The hare had been attacking travelers, but liberated from tooth decay, it's now docile as could be. In summary, he's strong, he's brave, and he never takes a life unless he has to. He doesn't even pluck a flower unless he can plant 2 seeds to take its place.
Well, that's great. In fact, it gives me an idea. You want to watch the counter while I go wrestle sandworms?
I hope you jest.
Oh, I jest real hard. There's no way I can hunt down my own ingredients.
Perhaps not. But there are avenues you've yet to explore. I wouldn't admit this to just anyone, but I do maintain some of my shadier contacts, including a pair of merchants with wares you can't find anywhere else. And if they happen to sell those wares to an interested consumer directly from the docks, then they are able to avoid Rafta's rather tedious import taxes and pass the savings on to you.
You're talking about smuggling.
Well, they are pirates, darling. You should go and meet them before passing judgment. Look for salt and pepper. I'm sure a clever thing like you will be able to discern who is who.
I could swear I just cleaned these floors.
It's your lucky day, Sylvia. I know I've wormed my way into the cockles of your heart, but I hope you've got room in there for one more.
I genuinely have no idea where you're going with this.
I found a rescue animal, and I think your shop would be her perfect forever home.
What? Really? I don't know, Quinn. I've already got Owl lurking around here somewhere, and there's so much on my plate right now.
Well, I can't keep her. Boxer's too territorial. Besides, it's sort of a done deal. I already set her up outside. And I don't think you'll have much luck moving her. For a mimic, Vendi is a big girl.
I've never had a mimic before.
Mimics are the best. They're territorial, mostly stationary, surprisingly vicious. But even by mimic standards, Vendi is especially awesome. She's basically a vending machine, with teeth.
A vending machine could be useful.
Yeah, no kidding. You've only got so many shelves. You want to make some room? Sell a potion at a fixed price? Skip all the hassle? You just put that potion in Vendi, sit back, and relax.
Okay, you've won me over. But I'm putting Vendi to work.
That's good. She was born for this kind of work. I've never seen a mimic so unlikely to dismember someone.
I hope you're right about that.
Yeah, well, maybe keep an eye out for fingernails in her droppings, just to be sure.
So many feathers. I wonder if owls ever go bald.
Sylvia, you are one talented witch.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
I'm traveling in style these days. Makes it easier to avoid nosy journalists without having to duck into random shops. Although I'm awfully glad I ducked into yours. The potion you sent me was out of this world.
I'm glad you liked it.
Did I ever? My vocal cords are still thrumming with energy. I even mesmerized a heckler in the middle of my set. I feel like I could take on a monster.
Maybe you should put that to the test. I hear the guild is recruiting.
And do you think I have what it takes to go out there and be a hero? I'm not sure. Making music is my calling. It's who I am. But I'll admit, the idea has me intrigued. I'm Sid, by the way. I should have introduced myself before.
Nice to meet you officially, Sid. Although, I suddenly can't shake the feeling that I know you from somewhere.
Well, you might, actually. My stage name is Sidriel.
Wait, no. Are you the Sidriel? Superstar singer Sidriel?
One and the same. But keep it under wraps, if you don't mind. Trying to keep a lower profile these days.
You're doing a good job. I don't think I ever would have seen through your disguise.
Funny to think of this look as a disguise. This is the real me. From my point of view, Sidriel feels more like the disguise. My usual look is calculated for mass appeal. Bottle blonde hair, lip gloss, and a very reasonable number of piercings. Turns out, left to my own devices, I've got a freak flag that needs to be flown. The fact that people don't recognize me is a nice bonus.
And the guy you were avoiding the other day...
A paparazzo chasing a rumor. Thanks to you, he didn't get a good look at me. So for now, I'm flying under the radar. I get the enjoyment of playing music for the Heroes Guild. Without the pressure that comes from being known, I guess.
Well, your secret is safe with me.
I had a feeling, Sylvia. You just got one of those faces. And your gift was so thoughtful. I didn't like the idea of lying to you after that. You should come by the guild hall sometime. We could hang out. Until then, stay cool.
That's all of them for now. That's all of them for now.
Hey, Sylvia, you found me. I was hoping you would, because I've got news. Big news. Momentous, life-changing news. How's that for hype? My manager would be so proud.
I'm definitely curious.
I'll cut right to it. I've been thinking about how supercharged I was on your potion, and about how you said that I might have what it takes to be a hero. So I decided to give it a shot. I've officially joined the Heroes Guild.
You'll have more fun as a hero. Fighting monsters sounds way more exciting than performing in a guild hall.
Well, hold on. I'm not hanging up my instrument or anything. The heroing is more of a side gig. It might seem completely disconnected from my music career, but that's not really true. All of the most popular songs are about heroic exploits, after all. You have to figure that having a few exploits of my own will help me connect with the material, help me sell the emotion behind it.
Sounds like a good idea. You've clearly thought this through.
What can I say? I take my career seriously. Both of them, I guess. I had to convince Baptiste I could balance everything before he'd agree to this arrangement. Lucky for me, I can be pretty persuasive.
How'd you win him over?
Same as always. I made my case. In the form of a song.
The guild's got a singer, a real go-getter. Her shows are great, but they'd be better if she were a hero. So come on, won't you let her?
Once he started humming that to himself, I knew I had him. Maybe that's a lesson you can use. The surest way to win people over is with a little jingle.
I'll keep it in mind during my own song and dance.
Good. After all, merchants are performers too. At least, the good ones are. I'm glad you dropped in on me, Sylvia. And I hope you'll keep me in mind for all your heroing needs. I'm green, but I'm eager. Oh, and I'm affordable too.
Now that's music to my ears. I think this is the right place.
Avast and such! Who goes there?
Oh, hi. I'm Sylvia. I was looking for salt and pepper. I'm guessing that's you two?
What gave it away?
Welcome to our Emporium, Sylvia.
Yeah, Emporium! Otherwise known as that stack of crates at the end of the dock. Now, can we interest you in a treasure chest? We find them all over the place. And each one is guaranteed to contain contents.
I'll consider it, but I was hoping to get to know you first.
Get to know us? And why is that exactly? Are you undercover for the town guard? If you are, you have to tell us. It's the law!
What? No, I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah? You know what they say about curiosity.
That it killed the cat?
What? No, jeez! What kind of expression is that? Curiosity is annoying. That's what they say.
Be nice, Salt.
I'm being nice. Aren't I being nice?
Nice enough. We're all friends here.
There. See, Pepper? Nobody's got their claws out over here. Anyway, between me and you, lady, Pepper's the one you gotta watch out for. He's a beast, that one.
He looks so cuddly. How dangerous could he be?
Yeah? You wanna cuddle? Go ahead. Last guy who tried lost half a nose, though. Anyway, Pepper and I, we make a good team. When he goes on the attack, I watch our flank. When I've got my claws out, he's got my back. You never know what you're gonna get till you get it.
As a solo operation, I'll have to learn both tactics.
Hey, versatility's not a bad thing. Just don't talk to yourself if you can help it. Makes people uncomfortable. Anyway, we should wrap this up. The ship won't run itself, and Pepper gets cranky if mealtime's late.
You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry.
I knew you'd be back. And I know why you're sticking around, too. I'm very good at reading all 6 human emotional states. Angry, sad, sleepy, hungry, dopey, and envious. That look of plaintive need says it all. You obviously want to be a blood brother.
Sounds messy. I'm not a fan of blood.
Well, good. That means you'll be real motivated to dodge cutlass attacks. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. You can't be a blood brother. Not yet.
We don't just let anybody into our crew. That's how you get fleas. But we'll keep an eye on you. Maybe you've got what it takes. I don't know.
I'm probably too busy anyway. I'm juggling a lot.
I think she protests too much, Pepper.
But we could use a juggler.
Everybody in our crew has a role, you know? I'm the quartermaster. I make sure we've got enough of what we need, plus surplus to sell for a tidy profit.
Sounds important.
No lie! This lousy gang of miscreants may seem civilized, but take away their fresh milk and see how long you've got before they go totally feral. Pepper, obviously, is the captain. Nothing happens without his say-so. He's the scourge of the seas, rules with an iron paw, cross him at your peril, etc.
I have been known to play with my prey.
But he also plays with his friends and family. You never really know where you stand. The one thing we've all got in common is we bring the shock and awe. It's the only way to make sure you get what's yours in this crazy world.
I can be rowdy to get what I want.
Do it then! Show 'em your claws!
That's all of them for now. That's all of them for now.
Is it okay if I multitask while we chat? It's just some mindless clerical work. In fact, if you want to chip in, 6 hands are always better than 4. Wait, hold up! Oh my wow, look at that! There's a typo on here. I guess these are useless, unless I want the whole town asking me what a marketing guru is. But I guess this means we can just chill? Let me get you a refreshment. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Nothing for me, thanks.
Frozen with indecision? I know the feeling. Most days I just throw a little bit of everything into an oversized mug and call it breakfast. You know how it is. Running a business all by yourself, it uses every single part of your brain, often all at once.
I know what you mean. Yesterday, I got distracted and accidentally used my wand as a toothbrush.
At least you remembered to brush. I am a planner by nature. With as much as we have going on in our lives, planning ahead is critical. But even the best laid plans can be like a bright light that beckons you toward disaster. We have no choice but to be flexible at times. Winging it can be a little stressful, sure, but sometimes it's the best move available.
I can think on my toes when I need to.
And you know what helps with that? Sugar! Would you like something sweet? I have macarons, macaroons, little gummy things, sour little gummy things, some chocolate-covered gelatinous cubes.
Today's going to be a productive day. It sort of has to be.
Hello. I see I beat the morning rush.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I know you.
And I know you. Hello, Sylvia. Are pets allowed? May here is my constant companion.
Of course that's all right. Can I interest you in a potion? Wait, that was a stupid question. Never mind.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I just wanted to drop in and introduce myself. The competition was too frenzied for conversation. And for reasons I don't understand, they had me judging a soap-making contest right after the potions portion. Give Baptiste an inch. The soap-making was not so riveting, but I was intrigued by what I saw when you were at the podium. You've got talent, Sylvia. That much is obvious.
Wow. Thank you. From you, that means a lot. I don't normally geek out like this, but I studied some of your work in college. Your application of thermodynamic principles to elemental resistance potions is legendary!
Well, now I'm the one who's honored. You've no idea how tiresome it is to be famous for all the wrong reasons. I've got to be going. But thank you, Sylvia, for making my day a little brighter. And good luck out there, yeah?
Wow. That was really something, wasn't it?
One of his fangirls, are you?
I wouldn't say that. But he's kind of a big deal in potion-making circles. His potions are supposed to be the very best. Not that I've ever been able to afford one. And his success is even more impressive when you consider what he went through as a kid.
Meh.
Meh? Really? Wow, you're hard to impress. You realize Robin was there when Maven the Witch Queen was defeated, right? He was just a little kid conscripted by a group of veteran heroes. And yet, he survived. He's the only one who walked away from that battle.
I've always assumed his survival was a fluke. He got lucky, and then he decided to milk his situation for all it was worth, leveraging his fame to make his potions seem more prestigious. His prices are absurd, and people pay them. Also, he's not that handsome.
Who said he was handsome? What's that got to do with anything?
I just say he's overrated. Stop hounding me.
Fine, fine. Let's just drop it. The lizard was weird though, right?
Ugh, don't get me started about the lizard.